Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be covering what are static and dynamic features in speech recognition. Guys, I have uploaded complete speech and video processing subject tutorials. I'll provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. In speech recognition, system will understand our words from an audio signal. Thus, whenever we speak, our complete voice is divided into various frames. And each frame is converted into number, and based on that number, system will understand what kind of sound it is. And speech is recognized by using two ways. One is by identifying static feature and next one is by identifying dynamic features. Static features will represent characteristics of the sound at particular moment. At particular moment, system will check what are the frequencies that are present in our speech and how strong that frequency is and what kind of sound is found from that frequency, whether that frequency contains vowels or consonants. And whereas dynamic features will represent changes in sound over time. For example, I will speak, I am Nagendra. How sound is changing over time from I to A to M, whether sound is increasing or decreasing, how it is changing from one letter to other letter, and also how much fast it is changing. All these are considered as dynamic features. So static features and dynamic features, both are very important. By using static and dynamic features, system can recognize speech accurately. At first I will explain what are static features. Static feature describes the speech signal at a particular instance, that is nothing but in short time frame. Guys, whenever we speak, our voice is divided into small parts. We call each part as frame, and static feature will analyze each frame. That is nothing but in particular time frame, what is our voice. It can be identified by using static features. I will explain some common static features, and the first one is middle frequency capsule coefficients. Shortly we call it as MFCC. Guys, MFCC is most widely used feature in speech recognition. MFCC will capture sound same like human ear. Guys, for example, my friend is talking to me. Even though there is fan sound, lot of disturbance, and even though other people are making noise, still I can hear my friend's voice perfectly. That is clearly. So, human ear has capability to hear voice perfectly, even though there is a lot of noise and disturbance. And MFCC technique will work same like human ear. In MFCC technique, each frame of speech is converted into set of vectors that are nothing but MFCC values. Yes, whatever we speak, after dividing our entire speech into various frames, each frame is given one number. We call that number as MFCC value. Based on that values, system will understand our speech. As for example, my voice is different and my friend voice is different. And based on voice, values will change slightly. And even by using spectral features, we can identify sound at particular moment. Spectral is nothing but frequency of sound. This includes spectral centroid, spectral bandwidth, and spectral roll-off. I will explain each of them. Spectral centroid will show where most of the sound energy is present. That is nothing but it will show where is high frequency and low frequency. For example, whenever system hears sound like S, it is considered as high frequency, so it is considered as high centroid. For example, if system hears sound like M, there is low frequency, so it is considered as low centroid. And second one is spectral bandwidth. The spectral bandwidth will represent how widely frequencies are spread. Some frequencies are spread widely. For example, if system hears sound like Ish, there are many frequencies inside it. As there are many frequencies, so bandwidth is wide. For example, if system hears sound like O, all these contain only one character O. There are only few frequencies, so system will consider it as narrow bandwidth. And third one is spectral roll-off. It will show where most of the sound energy is present. For example, in our entire speech, some frame contains 300 Hz, and whereas some other frame contain 3000 Hz. So here, most of the sound is present. So static features will analyze sound characters at particular point of time, where high bandwidth is present, where high frequency is present, and where high energy is present, and what is particular character. All these are identified by using static features. Next, I will explain what are dynamic features. Thus, dynamic features will describe changes in the speech over the time. Their speech is not constant. It will change over time. And dynamic features will capture these changes. Whenever I speak I am, speech is changing from I to A and A to M. The changes are captured by using dynamic features. These are various types of dynamic features. And the first one is delta coefficients. We also call it as first order derivative. For example, whenever I speak BA, the transition from B to A, it is captured by using delta coefficients. So delta coefficients will measure how fast speech is changing. And second one is delta coefficients. We also call it as second order derivative. Thus delta coefficients can measure more changes. It can provide additional temporal information when compared to delta coefficients. For example, if speech is spoken faster or slower, then delta coefficients can capture this variation. delta coefficients can easily capture faster and slower speech. And third one is delta coefficients. We also call it as third order derivative. If system want to capture high level changes in the speech, then system can use delta coefficients. This third order derivative is rarely used. So we need to design model by combining both static and dynamic features. Using only static features is not enough because speech is continuous and changing over time. And some words can sound differently depending upon speed, accent and emotion. So we need to design model by combining both static and dynamic features, where static features can identify what is sound present in particular frame, and whereas dynamic features will represent how sound is changing. These are advantages of combining static and dynamic features. And the first one is improves accuracy of speech recognition systems. Whatever we speak, system will understand it correctly. And system can handle different accents and different speaking speeds. And also system will work properly even though there is background noise, and system can capture both sound characters and changes in sound over time.